Welcome to the CMB Podcast, a podcast where I talk about things that are on my mind. And on this episode, I am going to talk about things that have happened recently. So, first thing I want to talk about is I have finally upgraded my office.
Welcome to my office. Let me take you on a full tour. First up, we have my desk lamp, this is how it turns on. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, yep, I love this desk lamp. We got a tissue box right here on the shelf. Next, moving on to the desk part of my office. Here we got my phone stand with the designated charging cord, and we have my iPad here with its designated charging cord and this iPad stand, so that I can put my devices so that these can hold my device, my iPad and phone, and be able to charge. And they have little loops in them so that I could thread my charging cords through them. And then here is my HP laptop. Now why am I saying that? Well, because I have another laptop that I'm gonna show you in just a few minutes. But here is my main HP laptop complete with the mousepad, Marvel Superheroes mousepad, and this mouse right here. And it also has my webcam, which I use for live streaming up in here in the office. And then right here we have my label maker, which I use for my Lego sorting and stuff like that. And then we have my Bluetooth speaker, which I use to play my music. I play my favorite country music on when I play it when I'm in my office, and like so that I can listen to music while I'm working on my computer. And now over here is my other laptop, and this is my Dell laptop. Yeah, and I have a red mouse, and as you can now to differentiate the two, I have made this desktop background have power lines on it, and this one has Hot Wheels on it. The lock screen on this one has a highway signs, and this one has Lego on the lock for the lock screen background. So, and this Dell laptop was actually my first laptop that before I got this one. So, it's crazy that I actually found this in my mom's office, which I didn't even know she kept it in there, but I'm glad I found it now, because I wasn't even sure what I was gonna do with this table part right here. So I then thought, oh, I can take my Dell laptop and put it right here and complete the setup. So yeah, and then at the time I do not have a mouse pad yet, but I will have one soon. But I will be getting one soon. So it's not so there will be a mouse pad here soon, but right now, but not at the time I'm filming this. And then up here I have some canvas prints and signs right here. So we got a Hot Wheels logo sign right here. Mindset is Everything print here. This one I especially like. There's a hero in all of us with Spider-Man hanging upside down from his web. Then we got these canvas prints of the Lego minifigure and the Lego brick over here, and then we have my desk chair, which I've shown before. And then this desk has two drawers. This one is where I store my folders and my writing utensils, post-it notes, my Apple Pencil, and some other cords like my flash drive, my TF card plug insert for my drive, stuff like, and all this stuff. And then this side is where I store all my journals, notebooks, and some and other and stuff like and things like that right in here. So
next I want to talk about my program. So the previous episode before this, I talked about that my program was almost over, and then now my program is officially over. Yay! Which means that I don't have to wake up as early, that I don't have to wake up as at 4:50 in the morning, and I can wake up at least at 6 a.m. so I get at least approximately 8 hours. So hopefully, which would be better than 6 hours. So I'm definitely glad that my program is over. And which means that I get I only get a couple weeks before I have to start my summer program. So, and that actually leads me to the next thing I want to talk about is about my curricular work experience. So I'm currently in a program called the ACE program, which is through JobPath, and I am going to and recently I confirmed each of us interns got to pick our internship preferences and of when we wanted to do, whether it was Monday and Wednesday or Tuesday, Thursday, and I knew exactly what I wanted to what days I wanted to work, Monday and Wednesday, because I knew and the reason I knew that already was because I did it last year, and I thought, you know what, I'll just do Monday, Wednesday like I did last year. So I did, and so I chose Monday and Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now last year when I did last year, it was 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. But apparently now it's 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it's more. So you get more hours so it's even more hours than I did last year. So we'll see how that goes. I guess we're gonna see how that goes. I guess. I mean, in terms of how much money I make and if I make more than I did last year, and so that is going to be, and I'm going to be starting on July 3rd, 2023, which is coming up, which is coming up in a few weeks from now, and from this point, from the time I'm recording this, and then I start my summer session with my ESY program, my Project Light 201 ESY program. Now everyone else that's doing it will start July 10, but I will be starting it July 11. So I'll start one day later and that will be on the days I don't work at Curricular, like Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that means on those days I will basically have they'll be 8 to 11 a.m. So it's not gonna, so it's like only a 3-hour class each of those days, and that continues until August 18th, which is the last final day for that, so it's definitely, so now next thing I want to talk about is my summer plan. So now that I'm done with this program and I'm starting to have a somewhat of a summer break before my last big program. There are some things I'm going to be doing this summer. So, one thing I want to do, one plan for the summer is definitely getting exercise. So, which means doing like biking on some new bike trails, which I still have, which still is on my list is the Auburn Trail, which goes through Pittsburgh and Farmington. So I still have that trail. So that's the trail I have to get. That I definitely want to get done because I've waited a long time. I've been waiting so long for that, and I am going to do it this year. I am totally doing the Auburn Trail this year. This summer, like one day this summer is gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna happen. The Auburn Trail is gonna be accomplished this summer. So definitely for my Facebook users, stay tuned for when I accomplish that trail. So another thing on my summer plan, like I said, my curricular work experience will be is part of my summer plans. Is part of the plan for summer is that I'm gonna do my curricular work, my paid internship at curricular Monday and Wednesdays starting July 3rd and ending on August 30th. So and like I said, and like I mentioned earlier about my Project Life 201 ESY, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, starting July 11th, and ending August 18th. So, and also while doing, I plan on trying to keep my live stream keep doing my YouTube live streams when I can. I still have I have our vacation from starting at the end of July and into the first week of August, which is our Lake George trip, and so that means that Sunday I will not be live. I will not be going live the last Sunday of July. Because if I'm right, I think it's I think if I'm correct, yeah. So July 30th, 2023, I will once again I will not be live on that Sunday. So that is another Sunday that I'm not going to be going live. So, but when it gets closer, I will have a reminder. I will remind you when I get closer to July 30th. So yeah. So we got hopefully I will, and also July 7th, 2023, I am my J Night is going to be coming over here to hang out with me. So I'm excited for that, for J Night to come visit me on July 7th. So just before before the week I start my Project Light 201 ESY program. So and I'm excited for that. So and potentially I'm also and potentially a dinner outing with my teacher, Miss Mulcahy, and Hayden and Jackson Manjolano, and eventually, I'm not exactly sure when that's happening, but I'm definitely when it happens, when it's gonna happen, I am excited. I will be excited for that. So for that opportunity. And and um and so and yeah. So now us now I do now that I have so another next I want to talk about, well, I want to talk about something I'm gonna try to get my dad to do. So I've been like so recently. I actually, when it was like on, I think it was on I think it was I think it was Father's Day I took my mom on the on the Brighton trip, the Brighton, I mean the Brighton Pittsburgh trail, the Pittsburgh Brighton trip, Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Brighton trail, and I took her on that trail, and she was really enjoying it, and she enjoyed it very much, and so and then my sister actually she walked the trail a little. Well, she didn't walk from the start of it, but she did walk some of it, a little bit, a portion of it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get my dad to bike the trail with me, hopefully this summer. So I definitely want him to get experience the trail like I did with my mom recently. So Dad, if you are watching this, I'm hoping to get you onto the Pittsburgh Brighton Trail soon. So let's make it happen. So let's hopefully make it happen. Let's hope we can make it happen. So yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is that my dad plans on having me go to the golfing range, yeah, to go to the golfing range and get a little golf practice and make so that I can eventually start doing some golfing when I eventually, so that I can golf with my parents when they because my cousins Ian and Jake have and my sister have golfed with my parents, but I'm just the one that hasn't. So someday I hope. So as long as I go to a golf range and practice a lot there, I think there's a chance that I'm eventually going to be able to go with my parents when they go golfing. So yeah. Well, this kind of goes off of my biking schedule, but when I once I start my work Crickler, my paid internship at Crickler, and I start my Project Light 201 ESY program, I am going to have to figure out when I am going to have to make some time to bike each day or get some sort of exercise in. So I guess I'm definitely gonna. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna balance exercise into each of those into my days, into every day, so that I can, so that when I feel like it, so that I can have my dessert nights so that where I can have some French vanilla ice cream or get some, or when my mom feels like having Abbott's ice cream, Abbott's custard, I can have Abbott's with her. So yeah, and so yeah, I mean this. So and let's see, and also I recently I have recently gotten a new case. I finally found the right case for my iPad. Um, so here's the case right here. It is. I checked to make sure it was the right size for my iPad and that it was also protective. So and it said it was protective. So and what's cool is that if I open it up, you can see that there's a little slot right here, and this slot is meant to hold an Apple Pencil. Is to hold an Apple Pencil, which is very cool because I don't think because after getting myself an Apple Pencil in the last few months, I've just been storing it I've just been storing it in its box in its little thing that it came in. So the packet came in. So now I'll still use the little box that it came in still to store it, but sometimes I'll put it in that slot on the case sometimes, but not all the time. So also I want to talk about that recently I've been recently using my speaker off camera right here and playing my country music and listening to it while I was doing some work on my computer on this computer. So and I love that. I love that because I have my Bluetooth speaker over here, I can listen to music and also work on my computer at the same time. So it just makes me feel good that I can have that I have this Bluetooth speaker to connect my phone to it, so I can listen to music while I'm doing stuff on my computer here. So yeah, and also I recently purchased a new mouse for my Dell laptop because trust me, the one thing I didn't like when I originally had the Dell, I mean, probably many months ago, like last year I think, or maybe last year, I think it was either last year or the year before. The touchpad was definitely the worst. Was really bad. It was really bad just relying on the touchpad, and it was terrible. It was just terrible. Just pressing something, just pressing it didn't even do anything. It didn't do much for me. But now that I bought a mouse for it, now I don't have to worry about the touchpad anymore, and I can use the mouse, and I can control the action and what apps I click and and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, and thank you for watching the 22nd episode of the Sammy Podcast, and I will see you on the next episode. So, until then, see you next time.